to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be talking about all the books that I have and that I own that I would like to read in 2021, which is a lot. Most of them are YA and I'm very excited. If you like my content and want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. I post heaps of lifestyle, uni, productivity, studying, reading related content. Check out all my social media down below. With that being said, let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about the books that I have. No, you know what? We're just gonna go. Grab a book. First book I would like to read is The Cousins. I have read One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next. If you love YA mystery, want to get into reading, I definitely recommend One of Us is Next, One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, along with The Cousins. Look at the sprayed edges, they're black. I love sprayed edges and black sprayed edges and the gold. It just is a whole vibe. Anyway, I love her writing. It is amazing. She writes in multiple perspectives, and multiple perspectives is my favorite writing style. Basically this says the Story family are the envy of their neighbors, rich, beautiful and glamorous until it all falls apart. The 4 children are suddenly dropped by their mother with a single sentence. You know what they did, and they never heard from her again. Years later, when cousins Aubrey, Millie and Jonah Story receive a mysterious invitation to spend their summer at their grandmother's resort, they have no choice but to follow their curiosity and meet the woman who's been such enigma in their lives. The teenagers are determined to find the truth, but some secrets are better left alone. I'm very excited to read this. I am very intrigued. It'll be a very quick read, I think. But with that being said, I'm very excited. Next, I would like to continue reading and reread the Firebird trilogy. So what I mean by that is that I would like to reread 1,000 Pieces of You and then continue the Firebird trilogy with 10,000 Skies Above You and A Million Worlds with You. I absolutely love this. I remember reading this in like 3 days. Got this for my birthday. I love it. The main character, the storyline, it's like time travel mystery. It is amazing. I'm gonna read the back because I think, honestly, everybody should read this. So, Margaret Kane, 1,000 lives, 1,000 possibilities, one fate. Margaret Kane grew up surrounded by cutting-edge scientific theories thanks to her brilliant physicist parents, but yet nothing is more astounding than her mother's latest invention, a device called the Firebird that allows people to leap into alternate dimensions. When Margaret's father is murdered, all the evidence points to one person, Paul. Her parents' enigmatic star student. Before the law can touch him, Paul slips into another dimension, having committed what seems like the perfect crime, but he didn't counter Margaret. With the help of another physics student, Theo, Margaret chases Paul through various dimensions in each new world. Margaret leaps into, she meets another version of Paul that has her doubting his guilt and questioning her heart. Soon she is swept into an epic love affair as dangerous as it is irresistible. That does it so justice. I was gonna be like, that doesn't do it justice, but no, it does. And I love this, and the cover is beautiful. I've always seen these books, I've always wanted to read it, and then my best friend Ashley bought it for me for my birthday last year, and oh my god, I love it so much. You should definitely, honestly, one of the books I would really recommend is this trilogy. I have had this book on my shelf since it was published. I think I bought it maybe a week after it was published because I was so excited, and I've just never gotten around to reading it. Yeah, I'm so late to the game. I've had it. I've had it, and when everybody's talked about, have you read Red Queen? No, but I have it. So, you know, if I want to pick it up. I have started it multiple times, I've just never really gotten into it. And so I've promised myself that if I get 100 pages in and I don't like it, I'm allowed to DNF it. But I have to make 100 pages in. That's my mark. This is a world divided by blood, red or silver. The Reds are commoners ruled by a silver elite in possession of gold-like superpowers. And to 17-year-old Mare, a red girl with this poverty-stricken stilts, it seems like nothing will ever change. But Mare possesses a deadly talent of her own, one that threatens to destroy the balance of her power. Fearful of her potential, the Silvers hide Mare in plain sight, declaring her a long-lost silver princess. Knowing that one false move will mean her death, Mare must use her position to bring down the regime from the inside. Now Mare has entered a game of betrayal and lies. This is Reds against Silver, Prince against Prince, and Mare against her own heart. You'd think. Grace, why haven't you read that? It sounds really up your alley. And I'm just like, no, I don't know. I can't get into it. So when I start reading it, there should be a national holiday, because honestly, it has taken me forever to get around to it. I want to read the Shadowhunter Chronicles. I have made it, it's like one of my reading goals, honestly. One of my reading goals is that I would like to read all of the Shadowhunter Chronicles books, starting with the Mortal Instruments. I have the first 3 books in old cover paperbacks, and I have the new Infernal Devices covers as I recently bought them, because everybody's raving about the Infernal Devices on BookTok, and I was like, you know what, I need it, I need to buy it. It was cheap, it was on sale. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I did it. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read them. That's one of my goals. I'm very excited. I remember reading this. I have the first 3 books. I have read City of Bones, City of Ashes, and City of Glass, but I don't remember a thing. I say that I have read them, but I'm pretty sure I have, but then I'm not sure. Anyway, I love the whole concept of the Shadowhunter universe. I love Cassandra Clare. So yes, I really enjoy her writing, and I haven't read her books in forever. I'm very excited. The temptation to read the Infernal Devices as a standalone series, because people say that you can, is very tempting, but I want to read them all. I want to read the Mortal Instruments, the Infernal Devices, and the Dark Artifices, and then start the Last Hours. It amazes me how much she's written using the same universe. I applaud her, honestly. Next, I would like to read the Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom duology. I started this, I got 30 pages in, and I was very confused, and everybody's like, you should read Shadow and Bone, and then most people are like, Shadow and Bone is bad, and everybody's like, no, I love Shadow and Bone, and then everybody's like, no, I didn't like Shadow and Bone, I can't read it, I can't get through it. But anyway, I have always wanted to read Six of Crows. It's been on my to buy to read for the longest time, and TikTok made me buy it, but also the fact that their Netflix series, the Shadow and Bone Six of Crows crossed Netflix series, is coming out, makes me very excited, and I wanted to see all about it. I'm very intrigued to get into the Grishaverse. So I've heard good things, and so I would like to read it. Okay, so this says, criminal prodigy Kaz Breaker has been offered a chance at a deadly heist, break into the Ice Court, a military stronghold that has never been breached, and retrieve a hostage whose knowledge could change Grisha magic forever. To succeed, which would mean riches beyond Kaz's wildest dreams, but he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wrath, a heart-render using her magic to survive the slums, and a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Together they might be just unstoppable. They don't kill each other first. It sounds really interesting, and I'm very excited. This will probably be in my February TBR along with Crooked Kingdom. Everybody says Crooked Kingdom makes you cry. So again, we will see. Maybe I'll do a reading vlog for that as well. This was obviously on my January TBR, but I just thought I would include it because it is a book I own, and it is a book I would like to read in 2021, because January, obviously in 2021. It's Legendborn. If you want to know the description, I'm not going to read this one to you because I've already said it before. But it's basically magic secret societies murder. That's all I can give you, because yeah, I'm very intrigued and very excited to read it though. And we have Throne of Glass. This is another series that I've seen BookTok rave about. I have read Okata on recommendation from BookTok. I never really knew about Sarah J Maas. I kind of did. I had seen this and the other covers in the store, and I've just never really picked it up. But BookTok was like, do it. So I literally nearly own I own all of Okata, all of Throne of Glass, and Crescent City. And I think there's like 1 book that I don't have. But Throne of Glass, I love this. I'm on the 4th book in the series, and everybody says it keeps getting better and better, and it literally does. I met Rowan in Heir of Fire, and like I thought I loved Dorian and KL, but then we met Rowan, and I'm like, you are beautiful. I love you so much. Anyway, I won't go into too much detail because I am filming a reading vlog for the entire Throne of Glass series, so stay tuned for that. But this says, meet Selena Sardothian, beautiful, deadly, destined for greatness. In the dark In the dark, filthy salt mines of Vendovia, an 18-year-old is serving a life sentence. She is a trained assassin, the best of her kind, but she made a fatal mistake. She got caught. Young Captain Westfall offers her a deal, her freedom in return for one huge sacrifice. Selena must represent the prince in a to-the-death tournament, fighting the most gifted thieves and assassins in the land. Live or die, Selena will be free. Win or lose, she's about to discover her true destiny. But will her assassin's heart be melted? Again, does it justice. If you want to read something, read Throne of Glass, because I really recommend it. Yeah, I don't really have any more to say on Throne of Glass because I'm halfway through the series, but obviously I would like to continue reading the series, which I probably will finish very soon. This is my favorite book of all time. It is another Sarah J Maas universe, but this is an urban fantasy new adult, and I love it. I love Crescent City. I love this universe. I love all the characters. Bryce has my heart and my soul. She's probably my favorite. Yeah, she's my favorite Sarah J Maas protagonist, and it's my favorite Sarah J Maas universe. Although in a live the other day she said they're all connected, which is very exciting. I kind of want a book where they all team up together. This is so interesting. I just think I really liked this because I love murder mysteries, and so that was really a really strong foothold in this book, and that really drew me in and made me love this book so much. I'm probably going to reread this twice before the second book comes out because I'm so excited for the second book. Yeah, this book has my heart and soul. It's my favorite book at the moment. I wouldn't recommend starting with this if you're getting into fantasy, but if you like fantasy, start with something smaller and then move on to this. But it's so long and I loved it and I left wanting more. And honestly, my favorite quote, through love all is possible, which is very true and it rings true in a lot of books. Next we have After We Fell. I would like to continue reading this. I read After, and then I read After We Collided twice because I loved it that much, and I was waiting for the second book to come, and the third book to come, and I didn't want to start anything else. But I am very scared. It is very big, and yeah, I am very invested in this. Everybody, you know, it's trash, I know, but it's good. It is good, and I like the story. It's love without boundaries. Oh, it is, but I don't know. It is a bit toxic, and I get that. I do. I'm not saying that they're a standard ideal for a couple or relationship at all, but I think Anna Todd does deserve some appreciation. Yes, it started as Harry fanfic, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, After We Fell. Obviously, I'm not going to read the blurb for this because one, it's very long. And two, it gives away After and After We Collided. And if you haven't read those, then yeah, but I would like to continue reading this, especially when the two movies come out. I would also like to read Red, White and Royal Blue. Obviously this was on my January TBR. Everybody's been raving about it. It is a political romance. It's LGBTQ, which obviously has my heart. And I'm very excited to read this. I think it'll be very cute. I know the chapters are very long, which kind of is off-putting, but I know it'll be cute and it'll be an escape from the fantasy world that that I am constantly delving into. And last but not least, I would like to read Women Don't Owe You Pretty by Florence Given. I just realized I haven't really been saying the authors of any of the other books. I'm sure you get the gist, and I'm sure you can Google them. Women Don't Owe You Pretty, it is the only non-fiction book on my list. I read a lot of non-fiction books last year, and I'm kind of want to get back into fiction. I love fiction. Fiction is where my heart lies. So I'm very excited to read this because it is all about, yeah, the game-changing book that every woman needs. Women Don't Owe You Pretty is the ultimate book for anyone who wants to challenge the outdated narratives supplied to us by the patriarchy. It will teach you how to protect your energy, tell you that you are the love of your own life, and that today is a wonderful day to dump them. Florence Given is here to remind you that You owe men nothing, least of all pretty. So I'm very excited to read this. The art and the graphics in this book is next to none. Like, oh my god. So what else is there? There's a lot of quote pages. It talks about privilege. Here, let's read through some of the, because there's a contents page. So, feminism is going to ruin your life in the best way possible. Women don't owe you pretty, but you are the love of your own life. How to break up with yourself. Stop scrolling in the mornings. Protect your energy to date or not to date. Let that shit go. Check your privilege. Accountability. Stop assuming. Stop putting people on a pedestal. So yeah, there. All the books that I would like to get to in 2021 that I currently own. I can already assure you that I am going to be purchasing a lot more books, considering that Sarah J Maas is releasing a second book, a fifth book to A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Silver Flames. Second book in Crescent City, my most anticipated release. I'm very excited for that. Legend Born is getting a second book. Serpent and Dove is getting the final book in the trilogy. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. There is a lot of books here. Let's just like, can I just talk about how to, like, how do people do this? You know, I'm sure somewhere in there we got a thumbnail. You know what? I'm determined to get all books in this. I now need to go put these all back on my bookshelf. It's a struggle when you film book videos, especially book TikToks. You now have to rebuild your shelf.